Imagine this. Your manager says, I don't want raw data. I want you to automatically classify performance, high performers, medium performers, low performers, and I want it updated automatically as data changes. Now doing this manually, not a scalable. Okay. And this is where the Excel starts behaving like a decision making system. Okay. So suppose we will use the same data set over here, whatever we have built so far. Okay. Let me just delete this out because otherwise it will confuse us more. Right. So just now deleted that particular part, which is not really required. What I have kept a specific ID, which is this, right? Name, region, I will say region. Okay, so let me just rename this as a region. Perfect. And then let's say department, if in case any product. Okay, let's say category. Okay, and here let me just call this as a sales, and at the end it's a performance. Okay, so this is your performance and this is your overall entries over here. For working data set, clean, structured, and analysis ready. Okay, if in case there are white spaces, we have to use trim function again and get that done result. Okay, so let's define a rule. Above 50,000 is high, between 30 to 50,000 is medium, and below 30,000 is a low, right? So to do that, basic logic, okay? So we're gonna add if condition over here. This is the if condition where I have this thing, G2, I will say greater than 50,000, suppose. Okay, so I'll just add a 50,000 over here. And once it is done, I will say this as a high, right? So it is close, comma, and here we'll call this as a low. Perfect. So once it is done, I will just say enter over here. And this is what the result I got over here, which is this. Cool. So whichever is greater than 50,000 is high for me and rest of the others will be a low. It's a very basic, simple if condition. Okay. So what exactly the meaning of this condition? Okay. The if condition is true, one result, the other condition will automatically get false, right? So now we heard multiple times called nested if function, right? So we can add more intelligence in it using a nested if function. So suppose here I'm going to use a same logic, but we will tweak it a little bit. I just copy this and paste it at this particular site. Okay. So this is high, and this time I will paste here in the same condition, which is this, to save our time. If condition over here, and here we'll call this as a medium. Let's say medium. Since we are saying this more than 50,000 is already high, so we can't keep this value as it is, right? So we have to change this value. So I'll just say 30,000. Okay. And this is my medium. And once it is done, you can't keep two lows here, right? So you have to remove one low. So I'll just delete this as well, and keep it very simple. Okay. So this is how I have added the two if condition over here. But now if you could imagine over here, right? The moment I press this enter, I will get a error. Reason, we have added two if over here, one and two, but we are closing only one bracket over here. Okay, so you have to close one more here. So that ensure that you are adding a comma over here. Perfect. And then once it is done, hit a enter button. Let's see what is the result we get over here. See, wherever it's greater than 30,000 is medium and rest of the others are low. Cool. Isn't that beautiful? Now Excel checks, is it greater than 50,000? Then it will be high. Else, is it greater than 30,000? Medium. Else, low. So these are the three conditions we have added over here using net. This is exactly how business rules are applied in real systems. Now let's go one level deeper. Okay. High performance only if sales are 50,000 and category is electronics. Okay. So there are two functions we are using over here. Cool. So what I'm going to do, I will just first copy this and keep it over here. Cool. the moment you do this, what you have to do, you have to add a and condition over here. Just type and. Now let's say G2, okay, G2 is this, is greater than 50,000, right? So we are saying greater than 50,000, it's not that directly high. Let's say comma over here. Cool. And here we are adding another condition, which is your category, right? So I will say EF, right? So I'll just add a F over here, F, and then here I'll say 2, which is category. And what is the category I want? I want a only electronics. Just type electronics over here. Cool. So electronics I have added over here, and I'll close this bracket and I'll close this entirely like this. Cool. And once it is done, I'll just add a comma here and let's say hi, and comma here, and let me just add one more simple text, which is check. Good. Let's check here if we have closed the entire values over here, right? So we have already closed the bracket appropriately and hit a enter button over here. We'll just double click over here. Now we know that there is a white space added over here. So that's what we are getting, this entire details like check, check, check. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I will just simply add a trim function over here. Cool. Let me just add a trim over here and keep it like this. This time I will change this entire logic from here. Keep it this and hit a enter button. Perfect. And then let's double click over here. You see the output now. Okay. Somewhere it's high, somewhere it's saying check. Okay. Basis the logic we have applied over here, folks. Good. Don't blindly go with the formula. Okay. First check what exactly the result we are getting. If you are not really satisfied with the result, just go and diagnose that result. Okay. And then you will get a accurate result then and there. Let's take one more condition using a if condition, and then we'll go for the next formula, right? So I'll just move here, and another scenario. Okay. Here I'm gonna use a furniture. Okay. So this is the furniture. You can see it over here, and or condition this time. Okay. So I will just simply copy this, paste it over here. Cool. So just now pasted this particular condition over here. Earlier we have used a, and now this time we are using a or condition. Perfect. Now suppose G2, and let's say here I'll add a 30,000. Okay. And this time I will call this as a furniture. So this is the furniture I have added over here in the criteria. And once it is done, what I'm going to do, I will add a attention over here. Let's say attention. And here it's a check pass or not, or maybe just say okay. Hit a enter button, and let's go at the bottom and apply the same formula here. Perfect. You see the result, right? And later on, if in case you want whatever we have taught so far, this you can just go there and let's say text that contains, apply the conditional formatting, and simply you can turn these colors in red or maybe the green, whichever it helps, right? This helps identify the risk areas. In real companies, performance rating, risk flags, bonus eligibility, sales classification, all of this is based on the logic like this. You can instantly see who are top performers, which areas need improvement, where action is required. This is a decision automation. So now Excel can think using a logic, but what if you want control user input and prevent errors completely? Because one wrong input can break everything. That's where the next trick becomes a more critical inside the Excel.